need a pillow. Pillow? Okay. You guys, it's still sideways?
No, you're delayed. It's a delay.
Oh. You're gonna need a blanket. Okay. And maybe 2 blankets. Okay, so the first pose we're gonna start out tonight, we're gonna stay in each pose for quite a while, is you're gonna take one of your blankets, okay? And it doesn't have to be a thick one. It can be whatever works for you. I hope I don't catch myself on fire with all these candles. And you're going to take it long, okay? Maybe fold it in half. Uh-oh. And then, no, I don't like that. And then we're gonna take it long again. So what you ultimately want to have is kind of this long blanket, okay? And you're just gonna lay it down the middle of your mat. You want your head to go on one end and your butt to go on the other, hopefully. And you're gonna lay down. You're gonna take, and it does not have to be a big thick blanket. It can be thin because we're doing restorative. So you want this to have a little bit of lift in your spine, a little tiny bit of bend, but not a lot. I want you to be able to really let your body release and relax into the pose. So I'll get into the pose one more time for you to see, but then I'm going to sit up and kind of talk a little bit. So if you see me, I have this is your sound. This is going to be your cue to get ready to come out of the pose. So you don't have to look up at me until you hear that sound. Okay? So again, we have our blanket. It's folded up a couple of times. It's long on your mat. You're going to lay your head on one end of the blanket. Hopefully your glutes come onto the other end of the blanket. I'm going to turn so you can face it so you can see me a different way. Okay. You can sit with knees together. Arms out to the sides. Or you can take your legs straight out in front of you. That might be a little much for your very first pose. Depending on how your day's gone, I would suggest that you bring your knees together or keep your knees bent and give your low back just a bit of a reprieve. So get yourself comfortable and situated in the pose. Make sure you really like how you feel. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. And again, allow your eyes to close. Inhale in through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Allowing yourself to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into this pose. Allowing your shoulders to soften and become heavy on the blanket and your mat or the floor. Letting your chest open, relaxing all the muscles of your neck and your jaw. Letting your tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead. Softening with each exhale. deep breath in. Begin to wiggle your toes. Move your fingers. Gently roll over onto your side. Softly press yourself up. Let's take our blanket. We're going to move it off to the side for now. We're going to trade with our pillow. My pillow is kind of sad pillow, so I actually might bring my other blanket in for some extra height, but that's up to you. So the next one we're going to do on our left and our right side. We'll start on our left. So you're going to lay your pillow so it's lengthwise with your yoga mat. And you're going to take your left hip, which is setting on up to your pillow. I like to stack my knees, but that can be intense for a lot of people. So if you take your legs farther apart, easier pose to do. You're going to turn your chest towards your pillow. You're like Sphinx pose, and you're going to lower it down. So turn your head opposite of your knees. The other option is to turn your head the same way as your knees. And if you're feeling really tight, you take another blanket. And now there's a lot of props in restorative, a lot of tools of intelligence, my friend Haley says. Tools of intelligence. You can take your blanket and bring some more rise. So let me just say that, that's a key you want to think about. If you're uncomfortable, keep upping your props. Okay? Eventually you're going to come to that sweet height that your body's going to feel good, and that it can actually release and relax. And that's what we want to do in restorative. We want to give our body the opportunity to relax, like really relax. Not hold ourselves up, kind of relax, but really relax. So don't be afraid to keep building. Use the couches from your pillow. Use the couches from your pillow. Use the pillow from your couches. Use the pillows from your beds. Keep adding until it feels good. And then once you're there, relax into it. Soften down. Breathe. Hopefully you have some soft music playing in the background. Keep being very aware of your body. Release the hold that you have, the tension that you're carrying with each exhale. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Up. Turn yourself around. Take your right hip to the floor. Turn your chest to face your pillow, remembering that your sides are different. This side might be tighter. You might also want to put a blanket or a pillow in between your knees. Okay, whatever you can do to make your chest, lowering yourself down. The more relaxed we are, the healthier our immune system is. The healthier our immune system is, the better off we are. Make sure you're settling, closing your eyes. I have truly been learning that there is no prize for the most stressed out, the most worried, the most scared, the most frustrated. But there is a prize for the most relaxed. It's health. The more that we can nurture and honor our nervous system, something that my beautiful mother has been saying to me for years. She's an amazing counselor, and she certainly knows. The more we are able to relax our muscles, our body, let go of our stressors, the healthier we can become. Gently begin to press yourself up. We're going to take our pillow and maybe our blanket, how it is. I'm just going to move it a little bit more towards the center of your mat. If you have yoga blocks or hardy books, you could do this supported bridge with blocks underneath you. But for tonight, I'm just going to use a pillow and a blanket. So I'm going to put it in the center of my mat. I'm going to sit on it. You just want to make sure that it's not going to intrude on your low back. And I think I'm going to turn myself sideways so you can see. My knees are going to stay bent, but you can take your legs straight. And I am going to just lower myself. Oh, this is by far like my favorite pose ever. I think I say that a lot, don't I? But this really is. I have such back issues, and so if you have back issues, at first this could feel really uncomfortable, but if you give it a little bit of time and you really let yourself breathe, it gives your back muscles such a release and a relief that's hard to find any other time. So get those shoulders underneath you. You can rest your arms wherever you want. Knees are bent, feet to the floor. Like I said, some people can take their legs straight out in front of them. That's okay on the pillow and the blanket. So it's up to you. I'm going to leave it up to you. Take your neck long, bring your chin just a little bit closer to your chest. Take maybe a moment or two to find some deep belly breaths. And then just give yourself permission to settle. I want you to use each of these poses as a tool for your body. So maybe this whole time you want to breathe deep. It feels good. It feels relaxing. Maybe there's a different place you want to put your arms. Maybe there's a mantra, a saying that you like to repeat to yourself over and over again. Or prayer. This is a really great time for prayer. You can combine some restorative yoga and some time with God or the universe or whatever it is that you look to for strength and guidance. For me, it's God. Or it could just be a really good time to not think about anything at all. Start to begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers, walk your toes in, and we're going to get out of this together. Okay? So I want you to roll over onto one side. And you're just going to kind of gently roll yourself all the way off of your blanket. Push up with your hands. Come on to all fours. And turn around to face whatever it is you're watching. And again, we're just going to leave the pillow just like it is. I'm going to add another blanket. I need some height. You might want to put a blanket under your knees. I'm going to move this out of the way so you see. Or if you have really bad knees, one, you can stay up really high. I'm just going to turn so you can see this better. Or you can take a blanket, fold it up a couple of times, put it back behind you on your shins. Okay, that'll give you a little bit of comfort back there. You're gonna lower down. You can take your knees wide. I would take my knees wide tonight. I'm gonna pull that pillow in tight. And you're gonna lower to a child's pose, resting your head on the right side. Okay? So, I don't want the blanket between my knees, but I want a little extra height on my head. So I'm going to give myself a pillow on top of the pillow. Knees spread wide, glutes back. And I'm going to even hug my pillow in tonight, into my body. Bringing my arms underneath my pillow, hugging it in. Taking a big, deep breath. Letting yourself sink.
Remembering if this is hard on your knees, you can always bring your butt up higher, like this. Okay, go ahead and switch and bring the left side of your head to the pillow.
Gently begin to press yourself up off of your pillow and your blanket. Go ahead and just do a couple cat and cows right here. And then come back to center. Okay, go ahead and come onto your glutes. We're not going to hold this one very long because I want you to do legs up the wall. So take your pillow and your blankets, take it to one side. Go ahead and lay yourself right next to it. Can you see how it's right next to my hip? Bring your knees up and take it over onto the bolster. I like to take my hand and rest it on my leg. My other arm is out to the side. Let's just take 5 breaths here. Go ahead and come back to center. And take your pillow and your blanket. Bring it over to the other side. Hug those knees up. Bring your knees onto your pillow and your blanket. Always feeling free to adjust your props for your body. And again, let's just do 5 breaths right here. On your next inhale, bring everything back to center. Just take a hug your knees into your chest. And then roll yourself over onto your side. And bring yourself all the way up. Okay, we have about 4 minutes left. So I want you to grab a piece of wall. That's what I always say in the studio. Grab a piece of wall. So I'm just going to come back here, okay? And what I'm going to do the best I can to explain this to you with my back to you, is I'm going to take one hip to the wall, trying to touch the wall, lower myself down, and scoot around the best I can to get my legs up the wall. Sometimes there's a little bit of a awkward dance that needs to happen to get your legs up there. And for some, if you have really, really tight hamstrings, it might not be comfortable, one, to have your butt right up on the wall. You might need to scoot back some to give your hamstrings a break. Or you can do like I'm doing right now. I don't know if you can see it against the fabric, but I have a bend to my knees. So it's a little bit more work to hold it there, but it's relaxing for my hamstrings. Maybe eventually you can straighten your legs out. I don't know where your body's at tonight. Only you know that. And then whatever you want to do with your hands, they can rest on your belly. They can be down to your sides. They can be, oh gosh, I'm so afraid of catching myself on fire. They can be cactus arms, you know, like this on the floor. Come back to your breath, your mantra, your prayers, your nothingness. Work on lengthening your exhale, supporting our nervous system, digesting our dinners. Don't come out of your pose quite yet. And in fact, this is a really nice pose to stay in for as long as you want. You can do another 5 minutes if you want. When you choose to come out of your legs up the wall, take a moment, gently draw your knees down to your chest, and slowly roll onto your side, not getting up right away. Allow your body some time to rebalance, to adjust to the shift of the blood flow. Maybe just to enjoy the sensations and the feelings from allowing your body to relax. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I hope that you found a little reprieve from the emotions of the week, that you allowed yourself some time for restoring your cells, your heart. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for allowing me into your home, for trusting me. I'm truly honored. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday. Namaste.